Okay, we come back from the range now. We're going to look at the Kimber Micro that we fired earlier. Take a little closer look at it. And here we have this little Kimber Micro CSE. Come to us from Kimber in New York. There you go. A little good shot of it. There's the other side. Pretty little gun. It is. It's I like the grips on it. This G10 grip material has a nice texture that is cut so you can get a good bite on your hand. And you got some checkering on your back strap that helps a little bit as far as grip also. Keeps it from slipping in your hand. We're going to pull a magazine, or pull the slide back rather, make sure the magazine is empty. And here we go, we have an empty magazine. We'll go ahead and take the mag out. All right, we can prove our magazine is empty and there is nothing in the chamber. All righty. Along with that, I know we shot it a while ago, and it's, for me personally, it's one of those little micro guns that I have a difficult time hanging on to really good. It is good for what it's designed for concealed carry and to be able to hide it easy, as it were, as far as concealment goes. At the same time, you got to keep in mind that any firearm like this, that's this kind of a small grip, is going to be difficult to hold if you're going to shoot a whole lot. It's meant for emergency situations. You can go to the range and shoot it 50 times, as far as that goes, if you hold it correctly and make sure that you have a good grip on it. I know a lot of times I have seen people with a gun like this that will be firing. They may fire 3 or 4 rounds, 5 rounds, and then after they fire it a couple times, they lose grip on it solidly, and they'll limp wrist, what we call limp wrist. In other words, they don't have the gun locked down solidly, and in that case, the gun slips in their hand a little bit, and it moves too much. And when that happens, the recoil spring will not be locked. It's not solidly locked down in your hand enough that the recoil spring don't do its function. The slide don't come back all the way as far as it should, and sometimes you won't catch the next round, or it'll jam trying to eject the shell out, or it'll half eject the shell out and try to catch another round. It just causes all kinds of problems. So make sure that you have a good solid lockdown on the gun when you fire it. All right. And now, that being the case, we've got some good sights on here. I like we'll give a kind of a shot there of the sight picture. You have good bright white dots on here that are very pronounced. That's a big plus for this gun. All right. And let's go ahead and take the slide off of it. We'll take it down and show you how to field strip it real quick. And with this, it's made similar to a 1911, some parts of it anyways. The Takedown is going to be very much like a 1911 would be, in that we have our Takedown lever here, which also doubles as the magazine, or not magazine, but it's the slide lock button. All right. But in this case, to take the slide off of it, to field strip it for cleaning, we're going to let the slide be in a position that the notch on the slide right here, I'll show you maybe my screwdriver will be a better pointer. This notch here has to line up with the back tab that is also on the underside of your magazine latch. Okay, so we'll pull that back to where the slot is right here, again with the back of your magazine latch. We'll push a little bit, push from the back side, pops up just enough we can grab a hold of it and pull it up. Okay. And now it should come right off the front. There we go. That's all your field stripping, all there is to it. Okay. And then to clean it, we're going to push our recoil spring forward a little bit, the guide rod. All right, we'll pop that up. And make sure you have control of this, because it does have some spring pressure on it. It's not a contained spring device. It will fly out with you. Pop that out, grab a barrel, pull a barrel out, and now the gun is field stripped. Okay. And on this particular gun, I have polished the feed ramp right here, and I've done a little bit of polishing on that to help it feed better, to hopefully make it be a little more reliable. And we're going to come back here with a solvent patch, run through the barrel, and also with on the slide, especially on the face of your bolt, where you're going to get some blowback and some carbon buildup, and even some dirt from the range. We'll build up in here. Make sure you keep this surface area clean. And it's typical. We're going to clean our slides, slots, and the surfaces, mechanical surfaces, where you've got any friction wear marks. Keep those cleaned off, and then come back with some light lubrication on them. Same thing with our slide on the our slots on the frame right here. And this being an aluminum frame, we can't do much with it as far as polishing any parts of it. And fortunately in this case, our feed ramp is actually built into the barrel. We have nothing on the frame itself that would affect the feeding of the ammo. So all we're going to do here is typically just wipe this off with some solvent and keep these tracks clean and a light lubrication on those. Also on this gun, I wanted you to notice one thing I did have had issues with in the past on some of these guns. You have a little lever right here that comes up into this slot when your slide moves back and forth. If you watch this, tab moves up and down. All right, you know that does not get depressed when the slot is on. If it don't come back up into the slot, well, it coincides with a slot inside of your slide right here. So if this slot it allows that latch, I'm talking about this tab right here, it allows that to come up into the slide to engage the trigger. I have seen a couple situations on guns like this where if they got dirty or rusty on the inside and this latch would not come up. It stays down. When it stays down, the gun will not fire. All right, it has to come up into the slot on a relief cut on your slide for the trigger to operate. So just keep that in mind. Make sure that this has a drop of oil down in here, and you can even take your grip off, and when you're cleaning it, take your grip off and just put a drop of oil on this tab so that it does have some lubrication and it will slide like it should. All right, now with that we'll stick it back together real quick. So we have a barrel, drop it into place and lock it down. Now we're going to take our recoil spring and guide rod, put it into the pocket on the front of your slide, slip it down into its position on the bottom of the barrel, and here we go, lock it into the bottom of the barrel. And the barrel is typically they're machined to fit really close tolerances. All right, and with this one you have to make sure that the barrel is centered and your recoil spring is also centered for it to fit back into your frame correctly. All right. And as we put this back together, I want you to notice we have also a latch right here. All right, and this tab also has to be down inside the frame when you push the slide on top of it. If you do not do that, if you try to slam it back like it is, you'll end up bending this locking transfer bar, and when that happens, you're going to make the gun inoperable also. So this has to be down so that when you bring the slide back, that tab is under the bottom side of your slide. Once it gets past there, now you're good to go. That's all there is to it. Just make sure you pay attention to that. And on most any 1911 style guns, they have something similar to that. On the full size 1911s, they have the 1911s that are the Series 80 models have that also that safety device on the slide built into the frame. All right, and now we're going to pay attention to our barrel locking lug under here on the barrel. All right, we'll line it up with the hole. We'll put our takedown pin into the hole, line it up with our barrel lug, bring our latch down to where we know we've got it engaged in our barrel lug now. We're going to pull the slide back to line up those slots and drop it in place. There you go. Should put back together and ready to go home. How about that? And right, that's pretty much all there is to it. Oh, what I didn't mention, I think I did not mention the safety about this thing earlier, and that it has a 1911 style safety on the side of the frame here. So there's your fire position. I'm sorry, here's your safe position. All right, and there's your fire position. And with the hammer cocked, you can put the safety on and the gun will not operate. We drop our safety down and the gun goes bang. Unlike a 1911, a full-size 1911, you cannot, on those guns, a 1911, you can't operate the manual safety here unless the hammer is cocked. On this gun, the safety will go up and be functional without the hammer being cocked. All right. So there you have it. That's our quick takedown of our Kimber Micro. Cool little gun. And maybe that'll help somebody out. If there's something we can help you with at Maverick Gun Works, give us a call. Thanks for watching.